Hello, Houston Texans fans. Today we have some hot news that you can't miss, so get ready because there's a lot of important information coming. Before we start, we'd like to take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay up to date with all the news about our Houston Texans. Don't forget to leave a like, which really strengthens our community and helps bring this content to those who are most passionate about the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. Draft expert predicts surprising star falling to Texans in 2025 first round. The Houston Texans may have a pressing need at wide receiver this offseason, with uncertainty surrounding the recovery of Tank Dell, who suffered a serious knee injury late in the season, and the potential departure of Stefon Diggs, who will be a free agent after tearing his ACL in Week 8. The team needs to bolster its receiving core. Given this scenario, respected NFL Network analyst Daniel Jeremiah projects an interesting solution for Houston in the 2025 draft. In his latest prediction, he has the Texans selecting Luther Burden III, a wide receiver from the University of Missouri, with the 25th overall pick. Luther Burden III, the perfect replacement for Diggs? Jeremiah points out that Burden would not only fill the Texans' need at the position, but also resembles Stefon Diggs in his playing style. At 5 feet 11 inches, 1.80 meters, and 205 pounds, 93 kilograms, Burden has similar physical characteristics to Diggs, who measures 6 feet 0 inches, 1.83 meters, and 200 pounds, 90 kilograms. Burden is known for his explosiveness and ability as a slot receiver, a role in which Diggs has excelled throughout his career. He excels on short and intermediate plays, turning simple receptions into significant gains thanks to his agility and body control. In addition, Burden has proven to be a constant threat in the open field, something reflected in his impressive NCAA numbers: 2,497 yards from scrimmage, 25 touchdowns in 3 seasons. In addition to his production as a receiver, Burden has also tested himself as a punt returner, accumulating 252 yards and a touchdown on 24 returns, which adds even more value to his profile. Will Burden be available at pick 25? While he's a perfect fit for Houston, there's one major hurdle. Burden may not be available at pick 25. Many mock drafts suggest he could fall off the board before then, with teams with similar needs at the position taking him. However, Daniel Jeremiah, one of the most respected NFL draft analysts, believes there's a chance Burden could fall to the Texans. If that happens, Houston could find a key piece to bolster C.J. Stroud's offense and continue its rise in the AFC. Now, we'll have to wait and see if that projection comes true in the 2025 draft. Will the Texans have the chance to select one of the most dynamic receivers in the class? Houston Texans projected to land a huge steal in NFL draft. The 2024 NFL season is just one game away, and then the off-season will arrive. For the Houston Texans, it will be an extremely important off-season as they look to make a push toward the Super Bowl themselves. The Texans have been very aggressive over the past 2 years. They took a big step forward and made a run to the divisional round of the playoffs this season, despite dealing with injury issues throughout the year to key players. Looking ahead to the off-season, there are a few areas that Houston will need to focus on in particular. Of course, they need help at wide receiver. C.J. Stroud will need more weapons to work with in 2025 with Tank Dell out indefinitely and Stefon Diggs coming off a torn ACL and entering free agency. Wide receiver aside, the Texans could use some help on the offensive line, more talent on defense, and potentially a cornerback as well. Speaking of defensive upside, Houston is projected to be a major bargain in the NFL draft. Ad Sports Ian Valentino has projected that the Texans will end up taking Oregon Ducks star defensive end Jordan Burch in the 3rd round at number 89 overall. If Burch falls to Houston at number 89, he could end up being one of the biggest steals of the entire draft. Ad Sports also offered an intriguing comparison for Burch. They think he compares to current Buffalo Bills defensive end Greg Rousseau. During the 2024 college football season at Oregon, Burch ended up totaling 31 tackles, 8.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 5 passes defensed. These numbers show the type of disruptive force he can be as a pass rusher. At 6 feet 4 inches and 300 pounds, Birch combines elite size with top-notch athleticism. He has legitimate star potential at the NFL level. That said, this is just a mock draft. There's a good chance Birch will be gone by the time the Texans are on the clock at pick number 89. However, if he's there, they should take him without a second thought.